Hey, what's up guys, it's your boy Dr. D's. We are back with another video. So today we are talking about my girl Kineza. Kineza's one of those heroes that if you pull her, you might be like, dang, I just pulled a trash hero. She's a little underwhelming, she really is. Her kit, she definitely needs a buff in her kit. Something's missing, but at the same time, is it worth it to fully upgrade Kineza if you guys have her? I would say yes it is. Well, depending on what your lineup looks like, she definitely does do a little bit more than what people give her credit for. And you know, she's not going to be up there with the big booty clappers, but we'll call her a booty clapper junior. You know, she's a mini booty clapper. All right, guys, I'm about to show you what we can do when we have her fully geared. But do keep in mind that with her skills, it would be nice if I had the skills maxed out. I just don't want to waste my skill shards because I have a lot of good fighters that I gotta still burn my shards on currently. But she would clap a lot harder if I did have these skills maxed out. So just keep that in the back of your head, because if I did have these fully maxed out, she'd do a lot more damage, guys. And she actually does a good amount of damage with the gear I have her in. But first, let's go over her kit. Well, let's go over her aesthetics first. I mean, she's a lizard. She's Salazar's sister, wife, whatever you want to call her, but she's definitely related to Salazar. I mean, they have a gosh dang bond skill together. But the thing that's cool about her is she's kind of like a kung fu lizard, right? She's got the whole kung fu thing happening. So when they first released her, I was actually pretty excited. I was like, oh wow, this chick looks so great. I actually pulled her on her banner. And that's the reason why I have her maxed out right now, because I pulled her on her banner and I was like, oh my God, I gotta test her out. I tested her out and I wasn't happy. I was not too happy, but I was like, you know what? Let's give this a second go. Let me see what I can do with my girl Kineza right here. All right, guys, now let's get right into the kit. Let's go. So she has a talent, and it's a decent talent, right? Basic attack has a 25% chance of gaining one key stack. What is a key stack? It is one with nature, guys. You know, stuff like that, right? So it's the flowing life, or hang on, let me click it. The flowing life force that can enhance some skill effects and stack up to 3 times. So it enhances some of her skills. We wouldn't expect anything less with someone that is one with Zen. But upon reaching the maximum number of stacks, gaining this effect will instead regenerate 50 rage. Enhancing some skills, generating some rage. Let's go. That's lit. So that's a pretty nice talent. You know, that's not a bad talent. And then we come down here. Surging roar. Oh, and by the way, triggering dodge basically means that she becomes immune to damage. So gives her a little bit of survivability. Also boosts her attack a little bit. I'll go over that later in her kit, but let's go over the ultimate first. So we have surging roar. Consumes all ki, with each stack dealing 105% damage to enemies in range 1 time. So, you know, you see that she does the little kung fu thingy, but this is what makes it kind of cool. Afterwards, it deals an additional 400% damage 1 time. Again, she's kind of missing something in her kit, something she needs a little bit more damage, but at the same time, if you build her out right, you could definitely get your best bang for your buck with this chick. So next we have her bond skill. It is Kismet Bond. If you have Salazar, you will be blessed in unlocking this. And Salazar is one of the biggest booty clappers in the game, so you definitely want to get your hands on Salazar. One of the best for a bleed team. Then we come down here. Okay, obtain hero Salazar. Yeah. The damage that Surging Roar deals, that's her ultimate, by consuming a stack of ki increases by 120%. So we talking more damage. That's always nice. So then we come down here. This is just a physical attack. Deals 54% damage to one enemy 2 times. That's basically her dealing 108% damage each time she attacks. I mean, it's alright. It's a basic attack, right? And then we come over here. The Zen invasion. Like I said, she is one with Zen, guys. Originally has a 12% chance of dodge. Every 100 attack speed provides an extra 3% chance of dodge. So like when I first read that, I was like, oh my God, I gotta stack her up in attack speed. That sounds pretty lit, right? We wanted her to be able to dodge as much as she can, mainly because of this passive right here. Enhances the next basic attack upon triggering dodge, making it deal 220% damage 1 time. So my whole focus was, I need to focus on attack speed, but that's not the case. I actually overloaded her in attack speed and it wasn't working out. She wasn't pushing out nearly as much damage because when you have her in a lot of attack speed, unless you have nothing but God gear on your account, when you have her in a lot of attack speed, you're sacrificing either attack, crit rate, or crit damage. The three essentials when it comes to a booty clapper, right? I got her attack speed up to like 600, guys. But see, I sacrificed a lot of attack to get her attack speed up that high. And she just didn't clap as hard as she did when I had her in this build. So again, I put her in so many builds. I was trying out so many different things to come out with a good guide for our girl Kineza right here. And I think I got the perfect one. Well, to my account's ability anyway. So each stack of key makes basic attack and enhanced basic attack ignore 15% defense. Again, attack speed, very good for her, but it's not something that you should focus on above the three essentials, right? So that is her kit, all right? So now let's go over how I have her built out. Of course, preferably you want her crit rate at 100%, but I got it at 119. She's overloaded with crit rate. And then I got her crit damage decent at plus 184. And then her attack is decent at plus 8473. And then we also have her attack speed at plus 262. So if you could focus on crit rate, crit damage, and attack, then also get her attack speed a little higher than this, I think she would push out a lot more damage, but you definitely need these three first. Attack, crit rate, crit damage, they come first, and then as much attack speed as you can get on her. So the set I have on her is the Soulbound Arcana. This is probably the best set for her. Keep in mind, her ultimate comes back quick and slick, and she also has a chance at regenerating her rage. So this is hands down the best set. Other sets that I worked on that she pushed out a decent amount of damage was the Doom set. The Doom set actually worked out beautifully for me. It just wasn't as good as the Soulbound Arcana, of course. And then we also have the Wisdom set. The Wisdom set is like the bunk version of the Soulbound Arcana. Basically, after she does her ultimate, she gains like 35%, I think like damage increase or something like that. Crit damage increase. But it's basically like the Soulbound Arcana from Wish, right? Like I did try her in the Wisdom set and she pushed out a good amount of damage, guys. So if you guys don't have the Soulbound Arcana set, it's not a problem. Use the Wisdom set. Wisdom or Doom. If you're going to use her for Guild Boss, actually, any phase of the game that you're going to use her in, those are probably her best sets. But then of course we have the, what is this one? The Whirlwind set, plus 75 attack speed. Of course you need that. Unless you already have a bunch of attack speed, I think that the Whirlwind set definitely is something that is very crucial for her. And then I have these two sets on her. These were the procs I got. You know, this one actually proc beautifully. I wish that the defense swapped around with the attack speed, but it is what it is. And then this one is also a really nice set. I just wish that attack bonus and crit damage would have procced a little bit better. I mean, come on. If you're getting an ancient gear, you expect it to be at least in the purple. Come on, watchers. I swear, every time I do gear raid runs, they don't even lube it up. They just stick it right in when it comes to your boy D's. All right, so when you promote her, you need to promote her one time for Zen Invasion. You also need to promote her 2 times. You get the talent enhanced. Then when you promote her 3 times, you get key shatter. And then right down here, you also get the talent enhanced when you promote her 5 times. So promoting her 5 times is crucial. You definitely need this talent to be enhanced. Of course, if you could promote her all the way, that would be even better, right? But at least promote her 5 times if you're going to use her. But then we come over here to her awakening tree. So I don't have her awakened at all. But you know, let's go over this real fast. Each stack of key restores 3% HP per second. That's nice. Lets her stay alive longer. Honestly, I don't need this personally, but for like faction trial, because she is good for faction trial. Most of the trash heroes in the game, I wouldn't say trash because she's like right in the middle. She's like, you know, she's not trash, but she's not going to be one of the best unless they give her a buff. So any of the heroes that are just okay or just straight garbage, for some reason they work in the faction trials, but that's actually a decent A1. For Guild Boss, you probably won't need that, but for other phases of the game, that could be pretty useful. Then we come down here. Surging Roar deals 100% increased damage of the final strike and inflicts stun. That's nice. Gives her a little bit of CCs, gives her a little bit more damage. Okay, we talking. Now we talking. And then we come down here. For every stack of ki consumed, it increases attack speed by 100 after casting Surging Roar, lasting for 10 seconds. That's actually pretty sick. Like, I wonder how hard she would clap if I actually got her to A5. Of course, I would much rather pull dupes of other heroes, but if I did get her to A5, I think it would make for a good video because this sounds like a pretty nice A5. As it should be, you know. Any legendary that doesn't have a great A5, the game is absolutely doing something wrong, because if you pull 6 copies of one legendary, it should be a insane A5, but this is a pretty nice one. I think this will definitely help her out a lot, but most of us won't have to worry about this. Then the artifact that I have on her is the Scarlet Hunt. The main reason why I'm using Scarlet Hunt is because I'm putting her on showcase in the guild boss, and I have Salazar. I have a bleed team, so I have Salazar in there, and of course Salazar, all he does is makes the guild boss bleed, and then she's dealing an extra 20% damage to targets inflicted with bleed, so it's just increasing her damage. Let's go. All right guys, so we're going to do this in Nightmare 3. I have Torador's Lord skill, just keep that in mind when we're rolling this out. Normally I would have Arrogance in this lineup, but I swapped him out because we are doing a guide for Kineza. Let's see how much damage we can get out of her. It honestly fluctuates. I've done this so many times. You guys don't understand. I've been doing this all day trying to come up with a good build for her, because I was like, okay, that one's not working. This one pushed out more, and some of them I had to run multiple times. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little gassed on this right now, but we're going to do it. At least I got the strategy down because I've done it so many times. Okay, let's see. So I'm not even going to let her be in Autumn's ultimate. It's going to be less still, just because I want to do a fair comparison with her just using Dolores's ultimate. But okay, let's go ahead and start this up. 2-time. All right. Man, I am so gassed on this. It's not even funny, guys. It is not even funny. Whoa, wait. All right. So he does his little roar.
Do the roar.
And he does his little fireball. Then boom. And I'm going to change to 2-time. Let them go do their thing. Tell you what guys, if I pull Hex, I've been wanting Hex for so long. I know I pulled Zilla 2 a couple weeks ago, but I haven't even used her for this yet. I should honestly try out a strat. I don't have Twin Fiends, so it just kind of sucks, and I don't have a good Infernal team either. So I haven't even attempted it, but man, if I pull Hex, I have a Racha, that's why. So if I pull Hex, it's going to be game over. I will be able to 1-key Nightmare 4 for sure. For sure. Okay, so enough talking. Come on, D's. Get it together. 2-time. All right, does a little meteor. Okay, now pop them. Oh, I should have popped that. It's okay though. Okay. You know, another thing I've been trying to do, the reason why I think in 4 days I've posted only 2 videos. I've been trying to do the Kineza builds, and then I've also been trying to do Gear Raid 3 Stage 21, and I've been trying to do it without Silas. And let me just say, I get really close, but it is so hard without Silas. I'm about to just post it with Silas just to show you guys my strategy on it, and then, you know, keep working on it, right, without Silas, because I know I'm going to get it down. I'm like almost there. I'm missing something, you know, but you know, I think I'll just post it with Silas, and then I'll do one without when I can actually do it. But man, that's been taking up a lot of my time, and it's also been frustrating me to the point where I was about to throw my monitor out the window. No, just kidding. All right, okay, gotta pay attention. All right, let's see. Let me go ahead. She does that. I'll go ahead and pop that. All right. Now let's see how much damage she did. I know it fluctuates each time, it's different. I've done it with this set like a lot of times. So, all right, let's take a look. So she did 38 million. It's not bad. Honestly, she's been fluctuating right between like 37 million and 44. I think the highest she pushed out was like 40. I think it was like 43.8, somewhere around there. But that's with this set. But just keep in mind, all these heroes I have, they're all fully maxed out on their skills. She's not. She's only 2 out of 5 for her ultimate. Imagine how much more damage she would do if I had her skills a little bit more maxed out. Let's say I had them fully maxed out. Imagine the damage she would do. I think she's a little better than what people give credit for. So let's take a look at her ratings, because a lot of people gave her ratings, and her highest ratings was for Guild Boss. Again, she's really good for faction trials. I actually use her in faction trials. 14 cost to lay her down. Let's go. Very, very good for faction trials. Honestly, I think that she's a little less than 4.9 for the Guild Boss, mainly because there's a lot of better heroes out there. I think she definitely needs a buff. She could be a 5.0 for Guild Boss, but she needs a buff. She definitely needs a buff. You shouldn't have to put her in OP God gear to get her worth a damn, right? But overall, I think that she's a solid hero, a solid hero. And they have her in single target arena. I definitely wouldn't use her for that. There's a lot of better heroes for single target arena than her, but I think that she is viable for the Guild Boss. Let's see, artifact material raid. She could be good. She's a little squishy, so I don't know about setting her down with the boss. But maybe if you put her up top, she could definitely handle the 2 guys coming out, the ones that morph into each other. She could handle that, no problem. And you know, that would be legit. Guild Wars, I've never seen anyone use her in Guild Wars. I don't even know why she has a 4.6 rating. That's absolutely ridiculous. Whoever's giving her 5-star ratings in Guild Wars, you guys better knock it off. Knock it off right now. Void Rift, she's definitely usable for the Void Rift, mainly because her cost is so low. I mean, she hits decently, her cost is low. She also comes with a little bit of dodge, so Void Rift definitely usable for that. Immortal Codex, she's aight for Immortal Codex. I forget which boss it is, but I mean, there's better heroes, right? Gear Raid 2, don't use her for Gear Raid 2. I don't even know why people are giving her a high rating for Gear Raid 2. I mean, I guess she could do a little bit of damage on the side, but I don't know. Gear Raid 2 definitely would not use her for that. Experience Raid, I mean, you can use almost anybody for Experience Raid, so that doesn't really matter. And then everything else is all low ratings. But that's all I got for tonight's video. Just wanted to go over that. Let me know what you guys think. Hit me up in the comments. You guys have a great rest of your night, and thank you for making it to the end.